Hello and welcome, Fantasy Affair. Week 14 starts sits. I got my boys here. We're handling business. Fantasy Affair, Brad. How we doing, baby?
Living the dream, man. Getting ready to got the house cleaned up for some company. We're gonna watch some football. Kids are gonna play, and hopefully I don't scare them away with some playoff screaming. So we'll see how it goes.
Playoffs. Playoffs. What about you, Sandy? The
Hey,
rookie neighborhood best stud.
finally making an appearance with the big boys. We're making it happen. I got my ginormous, goodness, I forgot this is called, big old coffee mug that I'm going to talk about later because I'm in goofball. But we're making it happen. Gonna go spend time with the family, do some Christmas cookies, have Red Zone in the back, and screaming randomly. Man, I'm excited.
Dude, looks like we all have the same thing planned today. I'm going to try to see some Christmas lights, wine and dine the kids and the wife this morning, so I have the house to myself. I'm ready to get after it. First off, any of you guys got some playoff games today?
I got 2. Both I'm heavily underfavored for. Yeah, I'm a little worried, but gonna just see what happens. Shouldn't be there either team, so I'm just happy I'm there trying to make some money,
Yeah, first round of the playoffs, man. Just nerve-wracking, but fun. How about you, Brad? You got a couple teams?
I do. The one that I'm most worried about, I've been dominating all year long, and then Bobby Woods kind of, that LA offense decided to start running the ball, which I love because I'm a Cam Akers truther. So I lived and breathed that game. But he kind of screwed me, and then CMC not playing this week. So I went from being pretty heavily favored to down by about 20 right now in the projected standings. So trying to figure out how to make that up is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll see how it goes.
Man, that volume working yet? Hello?
It sure looks pretty.
We can just stare at your face all day. Oh, there's this kid.
There you go.
That's
little me.
The method behind the madness right there.
That's right.
So what's my playoffs? I think I've got 3. I've got 2 with a bye. I got some hard sits start questions. Let's get to it. I'm going to use y'all's brain first. So this is a league me and Brad are in, Dynasty Double Deuces, full PPR. I have an RB position I'm worried about. Mostert versus that stout Washington defense. Connor versus Buffalo, Sunday Night Football. Or the recently waiver acquired DeAndre Washington versus Kansas City. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'll kick it off, I guess. So for me, the concern I have with DeAndre Washington is Josh Jacobs is playing, right? So you can't expect him to be getting a whole lot of work. If Josh Jacobs is active.
Miami, Brad.
Oh, I'm sorry, for Miami. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, he's not.
Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm still going to have to go with James Conner. The guy is a stud when he's on the field. He gets the ball. He's going to get work. That'd be my pick right now. He's not going to goose you. You're not playing a waiver wire pickup of, is this guy going to be a darling or not? So I'd go with Conner.
Okay. What about you, Sandy?
I can't. I always have trouble trying to segment my just discomfort for playing injury-prone players and trying to capitalize on the upside. Just looking at the DVOA for the defenses you were talking about, Pittsburgh's number 3 against the run. So I'd say that probably takes away any Buffalo Bills runners. Wow. Also, Buffalo's number 18 against the run and Kansas City's number 30. So I'm probably going to go with James Conner in this situation just because I don't see Miami keeping it close enough. Yeah, I don't see Miami keeping it close enough to where
they have a good defense. Miami's one of the top defenses in the NFL.
They do, man, but Kansas City can drop 30 points in about a quarter, just like Baker did last week, And so unless it's a perfect game script, DeAndre Washington's upside's probably maybe 12 points in a PPR, 15 points that he gets in the red zone. So
all right.
I'm sitting Connor with you, man. That's my thing.
We got our first question. Tyler Rushton, start 1. J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Washington, or DJ Chark?
Tyler's playing with my heart, man.
You got
I was playing
Dobbins
with my
against
heart.
the Browns. You got DeAndre Washington against the Chiefs and DJ Chark. Who's the Jags got today?
You know, I think so. This is gonna be. I'm gonna go with J.K. Dobbins. I'm just gonna run that rookie out there. I think that DJ Chark's just got too volatile of a outcome for me to really choose what I want. Right, so Chark could drop 20, or he's gonna drop 4, and J.K. at least is gonna give you probably 8 points in a PPR minimum. DeAndre Washington similar, but J.K. Dobbins just has that explosive upside, ripping a 35-yard run. So I'm gonna go with J.K. Dobbins here.
All right, what about you, Brad? What you got?
This is tough. So DJ Chark, I would prefer, but I worry about him being matched up with Malcolm Butler, who's been playing pretty good football right now. And that coupled with the Mike Glennon piece, like what's that going to look like? He didn't look great last week. So, but J.K. Dobbins to me is somebody I would look at trying to find a pivot to. Also, Cleveland's rush defense has been really solid here as of late. Now, assuming Myles Garrett is playing, which he is this week, you got to kind of divert some of those games that he sat out and the rush defense there. But I'd probably end up going Dobbins here. Basically, we talked a little bit about Miami earlier, and I'm probably staying away from their rushing game altogether.
All right, what about you, Sean? You with us now?
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah.
Fuck. Mike isn't working.
It's all
something's weird because it was working when I was testing it before, and then someone did the software, whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. But I'm here.
Let's get you on this question. Dobbins versus the Browns. DeAndre Washington gets the Dolphins, and who did we say DJ Chark is playing?
Tennessee, and DeAndre Washington's playing Kansas City.
Okay, so here we go. Sean, what do you think? First one up. We got another one on deck.
Washington, Dobbins, or Chark?
Yes, sir.
That's who we go. I'd probably go Dobbins. I gotta go Dobbins. He's just Washington. I'm actually gonna play him in DFS. Why not? In a couple squares. But if this is coming down to my season, I don't know if I can throw DeAndre Washington in there. But it just seems like he's gonna get 15 carries. So.
He's
a
lottery pick.
Yeah, KC hasn't been great against the run.
They're number 30.
Yeah, they haven't been great lately. So, geez, man. I don't know. That's a tough call. I'm not playing Chark. Is it PPR or half-point PPR?
PPR.
It's
hard, right?
I might go Washington with the floor. I think you got a floor with Washington because of the PPR points. He's a pass catcher. I think he'll catch 3-4 balls. Gaskins gets 5 targets a game. Dobbins is only going to get a few. I do think the Browns win this game, so I don't. When they're trailing, they tend to use Dobbins more. So there's that too. Man, that's a really tough call. That is like right down. You could make a case for both guys.
Sounds like a coin flip. I'm going.
I might flip a coin. I've done it before, and it's fun because then I can't blame myself. I just blame the coin.
I just don't want
Smart
to be
man.
let
I
down
like it.
with Washington and Patrick Laird steal some touches or something. Voodoo Mama Juju jumps in there and just crushes my dreams. All right, so it looks like we're going Dobbins, maybe a coin flip for Washington. Next question from the Dynasty chat on Sleeper. Shout out to ASAP Mo, always bringing it. Judy or Noah Fant in his flex, no premium PPR.
Fant. Not even close, man. Judy's just been a ghost of himself. Tim Patrick there is going to help out. There's just really no reason to put in any rookies in your starting lineup that aren't named Jefferson or Lamb. So Fant's just going to suck up at least 5 or probably 8 targets. He's going to convert probably 50-60% of those for 50-plus yards. I'm taking Fant all day there. He's going to give you a solid floor of 10 with a potential upside of 20.
Yeah, this is a nasty question. I don't want either one, but I'll go Fant too just to play it safe.
No, he seems to be the favorite target on that team right now. Fant.
Yeah, and they play Carolina, and they are not good against the tight end. I want to say they're bottom 5 in the league against the tight end. So that's another reason that kind of feeds into playing Fant over Judy.
Nice. Well, anybody else have some lineup decisions on their own teams?
Deebo Samuel or DeAndre Washington in a standard league. No bonuses, no nothing.
You're not a big Debo supporter,
Yeah,
are you?
I'm going Debo.
It's just Debo's volatility just drives me up the wall, and I'm a sucker for that carrying floor the running backs give you. So it's really hard. I know Debo can drop 30 points like that. He's just the addition of Ayuk.
It's standard. That's key too, though. That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
In that case, I might go Washington. It just Debo is again. Didn't he miss practice a bunch this week too, or no? He was just limited probably.
Let me look it up.
He's just made of glass. I mean,
he's
that's
limited.
my thing, man. That's my thing.
It feels like again, this is a situation where I might play my opponent if I'm favored in the matchup. Then I play Washington. If I'm an underdog, then I play Debo.
Okay. Yeah, I got a nice floor right now because Akers dropped a beautiful 21, so I think I'm gonna stick with Washington. Just hope that he gets those 15 carries, turns into 60 yards, and he falls into the end zone once or twice.
Yeah, Debo was limited. He missed a day of practice and then was limited on the rest of the week. It looks like
it is decided.
Well, I got an easy one now that Daniel Jones is playing. I'm worried. I got to play Shepard and Ingram in a league, and I'm not excited about it. It was supposed to be a decent matchup until Danny Boy got injured. Now I got to decide between Shepard, Giovanni Bernard, Russell Gage, and who else? I mean, Lev Bell I'm not playing. I think it's got to be Shepard. Even with the doubt of Daniel Jones' hamstring, I think he's my best bet.
Yeah.
He's going to give you the upside.
Bernard, I have a feeling Bernard's going off against the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys are so much trash, man. Your defense is unbelievable. Like, I almost want to play Bernard, but it's so hard with Brandon Allen in there.
I don't see it with Bernard. He just looks dusty, man. I don't know why Travion Williams doesn't get more work.
The last 4 weeks, though, the Dallas Cowboys have been dead last against the running back. Ooh. And it's not between them and Houston. They're about 5 points worse than any other team in the league against the running back.
It's not like Giovanni Bernard's a prolific runner though. Like he falls forward for 3 yards and he catches the ball and trips over shoelaces for 4. I'm taking Shepard for the upside, man. I like Shepard. I'm not going away from him. He's made of glass, but he's a beautiful glass sculpture.
Are you projected to win or lose? Because I think that matters.
It's even. It's a pretty.
Shepard's going to give you that floor, right? I don't think he's a blow up opportunity, but he's going to give you the 6 catches for 50, 60 yards pretty consistently. If Daniel Jones is on the field,
the only thing you got to worry about
if Daniel Jones didn't have a hamstring issue, I wouldn't even be considering it. It would be Sterling. It's just the fact that Daniel goes down. We've seen Colt McCoy and what the offense looks like. And the fact that I'm playing Ingram doesn't help either. Like if my year could be over because if Daniel Jones goes down, I'm going to miss out on like 20 points, 25 points are gone, or it's not gone, but it'll be cut in half.
You got to wonder who Patrick Peterson's going to cover for the Giants as well. You'd assume it's Slayton, or you'd assume someone would suck it up. But if it's Shepard, then it's not going to look like a great. I'm playing Shepard in this scenario if it helps you at all, because I'm playing the same one in my playoffs. I chose Shepard just because.
Yeah, just hope Dame stays out there. Come on, Mr. Dimes. Come on.
Put a bionic leg on that and make it happen, baby.
Be my hero, baby. It's all about heroes. I was telling Brad the other night, it's hero time, man. Yep. Heroes. Who are my heroes?
Absolutely.
So I got one that's kind of hero based. So I talked a little bit pre-show about it. Losing CMC, Robert Woods not giving me a lot on Thursday night. So I'm in a position. I am the Keelan owner, so keep that kind of in the back of your head. I'm projected to now lose by 15. So in my extra flex, I'm looking at Mike Williams, Evan Ingram, and I kind of scoured the waiver wire a little bit, and Brashad Perriman and Keyshawn Vaughn are out there. So between the 4 of them, who are you starting? And I already have Keenan Allen.
I'm going Mike Williams. I think that's a bounce-back game for Herbert.
Hey, it's funny because I've been playing Mike Williams and Keenan in a league for the last month over. I like, I'm someone that doesn't mind playing two wide receivers on the same team, especially if it's a heavy volume offense, because it gives me a floor. And people look at it the wrong way. I play for floors, and it's been working my entire career. I like having nice floors. And so with both receivers on the same team and that offense, it gives me that floor. Mike's going to catch. He's been doing well. He's been, I'd say, since week 4 or something, he's had a few, definitely some bad games in there, but not as many as you'd think. It's only a couple. And he's given you a nice ceiling that he catch 2 in a week. The Falcons' D has been a little bit better, but I still want to play both. I think Herbert, again, it's time to bounce back.
All right, let's go on to another one for me. This one sucks ass. I'm not gonna lie. Another league I'm in with Brad. This seems to be the dilemma in every single damn one. So I have 2 spots. I have to start an RB, PPR, full tight end premium. I'm screwed. I got Jacobs versus Indianapolis. Miles Sanders against that stout run D for the Saints. Which one of those RBs are you starting? Jacobs? Hurt Jacobs?
I'm going Sanders.
Are you?
This is my thing, Maddie. So I'm right there with you, right? I have 3 playoff teams that are riding Miles Sanders seasonal. So like I need him. Though when I'm selling myself, when I'm going to sell other people, Jalen Hurts is going to open up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Doug Peterson himself said that they're going to give him easy throws and they're going to lean on the run. All right. So Howard's going to suck five touches, which whatever. We've seen it last year. We know this happens. Miles Sanders is a prolific runner. He's still doing what he needs to do. He's still being elusive. And with Hurts back there freezing an extra linebacker, it's going to allow Sanders to get a little bit more opportunity. And with Peterson already verbally committing to the fact that they're going to take a load off of Hurts' shoulders, that shows to me that Miles Sanders is going to be the guy that should be stepping up. I don't know if he will because for whatever reason, I think he's still a little banged up, but this is his 4th week removed from that injury. So I think that if he blows up this season, it's going to be this week. And if he doesn't, then it's just a lost season for him.
Hit me with it, Brad. What you got?
Yeah, I feel like game script is going to drive that. I think New Orleans is going to beat the pants off of them. And that is going to result in – and all you got to do is watch the games. None of his receivers are going to be open because they're not good enough to be open. So the only person that's going to be open – I see that look. The only person that's going to be open is Miles Sanders, and that goes with what Britt was talking about. He's going to do the easy dump-off passes, and I could easily see him – being in that 8-9 plus target range based on game script alone.
All right.
Who are your other? What's the other options, Maddie? You said Miles and who else?
Miles and Jacobs. I got Montgomery in one of the RB positions already. He's locked and loaded. So it comes down to Josh Jacobs or Miles Sanders.
Woo! I mean, I like what these guys are saying. I think the little run pass option you got going could definitely be great. My fear is the Saints defense, right? That's what they're playing. Saints have been playing great, and I could see them just completely shutting them down, and then he gets nothing. So I love Jacobs. I think he's a beast. It's a tough matchup against Indy, but I think they've gotten a little bit worse against the run late. I mean, Henry ran. That was probably because of the Henry game. Skewed all his stats because he just dominated.
They did get Buckner back last week off the IR.
So that
helped them a lot.
Huge. It's all about those giants in the middle in the trenches. Yeah. So that's another one of these. This is why we're asking the questions, right?
Yeah,
if it was me, I think I'd play Jacobs in that Raiders offense. Because I don't like playing. This is just how I play too. If I haven't seen it before, these guys are prognosticating over what's going to happen and what they're going to look like. I'm scared of the Saints D, and I'm scared of something I've never seen before. I've seen Jacobs. He practiced twice this week. Gruden's not going to let him play if he can't play. So I'm rolling with Jacobs.
All right, we got another question. DLG2124 wants to know Mike Williams today, DJ Chark, or Mr. Perry.
Chark's a hot one today. I love it.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
All right. So the Jets are going to be playing Seattle, who are just absolute trash on defense. Thanks, Ken Norton Jr. Love you, buddy. Perriman's without Mims. Mike Williams is Mike Williams. I think you got to go Mike Williams here. Maybe Perriman if you want that upside shot, because Sam Darnold's going to be thrown to no one but Perriman and Crowder. But I think Crowder's banged up. He's got a little something going on. So I like Chark. I'm starting him in a couple of leagues, but Mike Williams just seems like the smarter play here, even though Atlanta's been playing better the last month.
Yeah, I'm going to go Mike Williams again. I just I'm always a Mike Williams fanboy, so fucking this is the time you need those big touchdowns, and I think Herbert's going to come out guns blazing today.
I hope he doesn't. I'm playing against him.
I just flashed back to last year when Perriman won multiple people's leagues for them. And I asked a very similar question earlier. Mike Williams, do you pick up Rashad Perriman off the waiver wire and play him with no Mims, Crowder being hurt? You know they're going to have to put up points against Seattle because Seattle is not going to tolerate what happened to them last week. So they're going to come out in force. So I struggle with this. I might actually lean Perriman a little bit. Based on what happened with him and the ability that he has to put up just a gigantic performance. Very similar to Mike Williams, right? All it takes is one deep ball for Mike Williams, and he can be a week winning kind of guy. But I think I might go Perriman.
Who's got out of these three? Who's got the top ceiling? It's got to be Chark, right?
Chark,
right?
Yeah. Wait, who's Jacksonville got? Tennessee, right?
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yep.
They're number 25 against the pass. They're number 30 against the pass right now.
You haven't seen it since Glenn has taken over, right? That's my problem.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it with Glennon, and that I can't count on. I'm not doing that in the playoffs. I've seen it with Mike Williams. I haven't really seen it with Darnold and Perriman. I've seen it with Flacco and Perriman. So those are the reasons I lean the guys that have played together. Perriman and Darnold don't have that chemistry yet, and Mike Williams and Herbert have at least a little bit, and Chark and Glennon have no chemistry. So
Chark can't squeeze the football.
Where I lean is that connection. It's all about the connection, baby.
I have
big Mike.
But
Perriman, I think, has the highest ceiling. I think Perriman might have the highest ceiling because of the situation, but
that's fair.
I got to start sit for Brad. Baker versus the Browns. I mean, not Brad. Pretty much. Baker versus the Ravens. Excuse me. Browns are at home. The dog pound. We've seen flashes of brilliance from Baker. What are we getting today? Versus that stout Ravens D. Is it time to rise to the occasion?
There's no way he'd be in my lineup. I see Britt with his fingers crossed. You know, me as a Browns fan, I obviously want them to absolutely just manhandle the Baltimore Ravens, similar to what they did to the Tennessee Titans. But I feel like their corners are better in Marcus Peters and Jimmy Smith. I worry about the ability for Baker to move the ball. If they continue to do what they did last week, where they're rolling guys out or they're rolling him out and letting him throw on the run, I think he's got a better chance. But those linebackers are fast. They're fast. So I worry about his performance. I think they're going to try to pound the rock, and hopefully not put Baker in a position where he needs to try to win the game. So because of that, I don't know that I could trust him. I think there's an opportunity for it to be a little bit of a lower scoring game than people might think. So because of those things, I'm staying away from Baker. I'm not playing him this week. If I have a better option, obviously. So
I was going to welcome Sammy, but he disappeared, it looks like.
So I got a start-stick question from a guy similar around quarterbacks. So shout out to Jason. Are you starting Matthew Stafford or Ryan Tannehill?
Ooh.
It's a one QB league.
I'm going Stafford, baby. Darrell Bevel's pushing the ball down the field. You know they're going to score points. They're division rivals. They're trying to finish out the conference 8-0. You know, I think Matthew Stafford, even though he's got a little bummed up thumb, I think he's going to make it happen with what he's got, man. Cephas has been doing well. We talked about on the Rookie Fever forecast. They got Swift back. Give me Stafford, man. I'm starting Stafford over Matt Ryan this week. So yeah, give me Stafford.
I will say that Rookie Fever forecast will be posted here shortly for all you fantasy affarians that want to check it out. I'm going Tanny. He's playing that shit show Jacksonville defense. Give me Tanny and all those weapons. Derrick Henry always blows the fuck up against Jacksonville. So I feel like that's going to open up the play action. You're going to have a couple Tanny touchdowns. What about you, King?
Oh, I think I'm going to go Tannehill with the floor. Again, they have been chucking it. Stafford, I don't know how the hell he's doing it, man. Like, I don't know how he's doing it, and I don't know why I would doubt him. It just feels silly. Yeah. It's not really a knock on Stafford, this question. It's more of I've been in on Tannehill. And, again, it's such a juicy matchup. If they're going to move the ball like hell, and if Henry can't get in the end zone, Tannehill can have 4 touchdowns. So what you've seen this year and why Tannehill continues to be good is they don't punch it in like they were last year in Tennessee. So I could see Tannehill putting up 4 touchdowns today. And Stafford, God, I just don't know how he's doing it, and he keeps doing it. I love the guy. I don't know what he's doing with Marvin Jones. I could see Alexander shutting down Marvin, and then he's got to rely on Hawk and Cephas, and I don't like that, especially in a division game where the Packers – this is the time of year where I think the Packers are going to just steamroll them, and you might get some garbage time points. It's a tough call, but give me Tanny.
All right.
So I got a real quick kind of counter around Tannehill. If you look at what they did last year when they needed to win a game, they gave the ball to Derrick Henry. He runs for over 200 yards, and Tannehill throws for 200 yards or less in 4 of the last 5 games.
So what kind of points was Tanny
they're playing Jacksonville. They need to win. If they get a lead, they're going to give the ball to Derrick Henry, and Tannehill's not going to throw because he's not going to need to. And They know they need to win the game. So I look at that game script a little bit and worry about playing Tannehill because the opportunity's there based on history last season in the playoffs and the last couple games of the season where they're going to lean on him and just not even throw the ball because they don't need to.
All right. Well, I got one more.
Yep.
King, do you have any start sits this week? Any problems? Any questions?
Wait, would you say it's me?
Yeah, your teams. Do you have any you're going back and forth?
Here's one I'm leading. Kiki QT or Perriman, half-point PPR. I had Julio went down. I have the greatest running back court because it's half-point PPR. I have loaded at running back, but I got Julio and Parker I can no longer play. Actually, Parker, too. So that's another part of the question. I hate playing Parker with Tua. Yeah. So I got Parker, QT, or Perriman.
Oh, that's tough. Perriman. I mean, I don't want to do any of them.
Exactly, but I have to. He's my second wide receiver. I have Eckler, Henry, Montgomery, Akers, and Clyde at running back. So I have all the running backs I need. And I have DK as my one receiver, and I had Julio, but I can't play Julio, and I can't play Parker anymore. So I'm digging.
Play is Parker.
I'm dumpster diving at wide receiver.
4 plays Parker. The big play is Perriman, I would think. And then Cody's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what to think of him.
I mean, Cooks is out again, man. They got nobody.
That's crazy.
I'm playing Kuti, I think. I'm leading Kuti's in my lineup at this moment. Gotcha. I like Kuti over Perriman just because I think there's a floor. Again, I'm a big favorite. I'm playing one of the worst teams. And I have a juggernaut of a team. Again, I'm loaded everywhere else. This is my only weak spot. So I have Murray and Kelsey. I have Kelsey at tight end, Murray at quarterback. So my team is loaded besides this last position. So I'm going to go QT. QT, I think, again, being the only guy in town right now, I think Perriman's the ceiling play, but Kuti was getting downfield targets last time. The problem with Kuti in the past, it was all like dink and dunk. But now he's the only guy they got, so he's going to be running real routes.
We got another listener question. Brad, what do you think right there real quick on King's decision? Would you go Kuti over Perriman or Parker?
Yeah, and in that situation where it looks like I'm pretty heavily favored to win, I think everything he said makes sense, right? You take that floor, you make sure you get, 10 points and you move on. Whereas I would probably shift my thinking if I'm the underdog in that situation, especially in half-point PPR where that touchdown is, multiple touchdowns are going to be key. I feel like Perriman gives you the higher ceiling in that situation. But yeah, for him, I definitely stick with Kiki.
All right, we got 2 more questions real quick. This one comes off of he's not live, but he wants to know Question: Melvin Gordon or Kiki Kuti this week?
What's the scoring?
PPR.
Denver's got the Panthers.
That's from JHow95.
Okay, Denver's got the Panthers.
Yep.
And Cutie's got the Bears. Man, the Bears aren't the Bears right now, so don't look at that as a bad matchup. That's one of the reasons I chose Cutie and he's in my lineup. The Bears are playing like it's miserable. They aren't stopping nobody. And this happened too last year. We lose Knicks, we lose certain guys, and it's also frustration of just losing. I think they're just like we've lost like 8 straight right now. I don't know what it is, like 5, 6. So I don't mind playing QT. And then there's Melvin. Melvin, dude, that running game looks good in Denver. I think it might be the PPR makes it interesting. If it wasn't PPR, it would be Melvin Gordon, no doubt. And I still think I lean Melvin Gordon just because I think that running game is legit and they're going to score points. And he could fall in the end zone twice. Panthers D is better than last year, but still can be scored on. So,
all right, Brad.
I'll give you MVP.
Sandy, rapid fire. Give me the answer for Melvin or Kuti.
Melvin.
Yeah, I'm with Brad. Philip Lindsay's kind of banged up. They're gonna need to lean on. Gordon a little bit. I'm not gonna trust a flash in a pan with Kuti. It's too early. It's 1 week that we saw last week. I'm not gonna let that tilt me. We know Gordon is a solid runner, and we know that Carolina's defense, as of late, has been really poor, especially against the rush. They're number 20, and they're not going to be able to push the ball downfield, which means Denver's going to have an opportunity to slow the game up a little bit and run with Gordon. I'm going Gordon here.
All right, we got one more. Actually, 2 more coming, so we got to do a little more rapid fire.
Let's do this.
Mo, another question. Rojo or Zeke? Let's just say full PPR.
All right.
I'm going Zeke.
Have fallen.
Yeah, I'm going Zeke.
All right.
Rojo going up again.
It's crazy that that's even close now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it is.
It might be the Fournette being out kind of thing that's making people think something crazy like that.
So everybody's going Zeke.
Yeah, something's fishy though. I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't quite make sense what's going on in Tampa. If Rojo's not going to get 20 carries this game, then I don't know. They're going to draft a running back next year or ride Keyshawn Vaughn because it's something weird. Yeah, man. He's just getting the brunt of the stick. Yeah. No, absolutely.
We got another one real quick. This is from Danny, Driving Forced. Is Swift safe to play this week? Swift over Miles Sanders, for example. I have him in several leagues.
Wow. I like Swift's floor. It's scary because, he's come back from concussion. They said he didn't look well, like all that stuff. But that being said, he's their future. They're not going to let him play unless he's ready to go, I don't think. And with the pace that they want to play at and his floor of targets that he's been getting this whole year, if it's PPR, I'm assuming, even if it's not PPR, I think I'm still playing Swift. I don't think they play him as a losing team if he's not ready to go. So when guys are active, I'm gonna trust Mr. Bevel that he's ready to go because that's the last thing he wants to do is lose that guy for any time of period. Again, I haven't seen Miles Sanders with Jalen Hurts, so I think Sandman's hoping that Mr. Miles Sanders with Hurts, which I think Sandy could be right. You never know. This offense could look totally different today, and Miles could come out there and blow the doors off because that PO, that play action, run option is working there for you. So, but I'm going to take Swift because I think they're going to have to chuck it 190 times because Green Bay, dude, if you are playing against Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams today, I'm sorry. Jesus, I'm sorry. Because they're going to be chasing points, the Lions. So go ahead.
I'm with Eminem here. I think Bevel's been licking his chops ever since they drafted Swift to use him more. And I think Patricia was the reason why they got him involved so late. It's Swift for me. I'm more comfortable if I lose personally, losing because Swift got a little more limited touches than Miles Sanders just throwing up. It's tough. It's a great question though.
Yeah, I'd go Miles Sanders. I have a little bit of concern with Swift, not really injury related, but that change in coach. He didn't play last week. You look at the receptions that the running backs got last week under that offense. They got 2 targets the whole game. Now, that's without Swift, but Kerryon Johnson is a pretty damn good pass catcher out of the backfield. So I would worry not knowing what that looks like for Swift for receptions, but I don't see. I'm the opposite. I would lose my mind if Miles Sanders was on my bench, went off, and I lost my playoff game because I didn't play a guy that I drafted in the second round.
I'm with Brad. I'm going Miles Sanders. Like I said, it sounds sexy when you say there's no other weapons. They're going to have to get him involved. He's their best player. I think I'm starting Miles everywhere now. Real quick, I know we're all in the playoffs. We got about 6 minutes. I want to go to each guy. I want you to tell me what you have to say to your opponent this week. Oh, one more question. Shane Schmidt. We're about to get to it. Kyler Murray or Taysom Hill at quarterback?
Come on. Come on.
Too soon.
I know he's been struggling, man, but I'm still throwing. I'm not losing with Kyler on my bench.
No.
Yep.
Absolutely
It's a field mouse. Here's
the Giants.
Here's the thing.
More questions. So
here's the thing. The Giants put on film how they're going to stop Murray last week with Russell Wilson. If Cliff Kingsbury sees that and doesn't adjust to make this a successful adventure for them, then I got more issues with this. It's Kyler. Don't overthink it. Play your studs. It's playoff time. Come on.
Brad?
Yeah, Kyler Murray. Easy.
Kyler Murray. We got another one. Pick 2. Matt Stafford, Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins, or Taysom Hill?
Give me Cousins for sure. They're going to have to chuck it. I love Cousins this week, man. I got
versus the Bucs, though.
2 of my 3. The Bucs pass defense has been goddamn horrible like last month. They can still stop the run. I love it when they're one of the best run Ds in the last 2 years. Dalvin Cook, I hate it. I have to play him. I hope he makes up for it in the passing game right now because Dalvin's not going off on the ground. And Brady is going to light up the scoreboard today. So Cousins and Jefferson and Thielen are like my plays of the week. Those are the guys I have in all my DFS lineups. So Cousins is number 1. And the next one's tough. I'm not playing Matt Ryan. I think I'd go with Taysom Hill next. I love the floor.
All right. We got another question. Brad, Sandy, real quick.
I'm going Staffords and Cousins.
Stafford Cousins.
Stafford Cousins for me as well. One last one from UK Dan, Brad. Tight end premium, Corey Davis, Dalton Schultz, Landry, or QT. PPR, tight end premium. That's Corey Davis, Dalton Schultz, Landry, or QT.
Landry.
Oh, Landry by goddamn country 100 miles.
Yep. Give me Landry.
Love playing Landry right now.
I do like a lot of Dalton Schultz, but I'm going to go Landry
really consistent.
too. Well, guys, we got 4 minutes, rapid fire. Anything you want to say to your opponents today? Brad.
Not my opponent. Who's next?
Sandy?
I'm going to throw some good karma out there. Good luck, sir. And I hope you trip over tying your shoelaces today.
Madman.
I'm scared. That's it. I'm scared. I don't like talking straight because I respect the luck of this game, man. I'll talk shit all year, but when the playoffs come, I am silent as a mouse in the being chased by an owl. What? Whoa, nice. I love it, Maddie. You're up next. Do it, buddy.
Old man jeans, Scott Hicks. I'm going to kick your ass, suplex your ass, beat your ass, ass. Then we go to Ryan Ritchie. You maybe said 50 things all year. I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. But your ass is grass, and I'm the lawnmower. And last but not least, what's the guy's name? Potato Head. I haven't heard you since King put it in your butt beginning of the year.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to tell you right now, Potato Head, I'm going to beat your butt, and then I'm coming for that guy down there, the King. And I'm going to kick his ass on the way to the title.
Never.
Woo!
That was awesome, Maddie. God, you are so good at that. It's ridiculous. You need to be a wrestler. I mean, you just got that. You can tell that you love the wrestling world because that's just some top-notch shit talking.
I'll wrestle anybody out of their clothes if they're not careful. But for right now, start, sit, fantasyaffair.com. We got Brad, we got Sandy, we got the Madman. We are here all day and every day. Guys, hit them with your socials or any closing thoughts. Brad.
Add a fair Brad on Twitter. Good luck, everybody.
At the _Sandman 25. Start your studs. Don't overthink this. Not time to get cute.
Madman.
Bye. Good luck to nobody but me today, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be doing this every once in a while. Good luck. Playoffs. We're out. Matty Daddy
Deuces.
2652.